If you are setting up a small business site, you eventually choose between a $10 standard plan and a $30 premium managed plan. The instinct is to assume the cheaper option will buckle under pressure and take your site down with it. You suspect the extra money buys stability, but it is rarely clear what specific disasters that premium is actually preventing. Here is the reality of the hosting market. Managed hosting is not a regulated technical specification. Nobody polices the term. It is simply a marketing label for a specific price tier. Because no standards body defines it, two different plans can both carry the word managed on their sales pages, while one performs 5 times as much actual maintenance work as the other. Since that label guarantees nothing on its own, paying the premium without auditing the exact services included means you are just paying a monthly tax on an adjective. On any standard shared or platform web plan, the provider already administers the underlying server and operating system. You do not touch the hardware or the firewall. So if the server itself is already handled, the premium price is buying something else entirely. It is a literal transfer of human labor for recurring software tasks. That labor consists of clicking the buttons you would otherwise have to click. Someone else runs the core updates, configures the daily backups, manages the plugin rollbacks, and monitors the security scans. The baseline question for any upgrade is whether this new price actually buys back your time, or if it simply charges you for automated features your current plan already runs in the background. Evaluating these providers is a mathematical exercise in building a labor contract, not a comparison of server hardware. This chart shows the work attribution audit. It breaks down the 12 recurring tasks required to keep a site running safely, categorized by who actually performs them. Look at the top zone. WordPress core natively handles its own minor and security updates without any intervention from you or your host. That yields exactly 0 saved owner hours. If a host advertises automatic core updates as a premium feature, they are charging you for a default behavior the software has executed for free since 2013. The middle tier is where the actual labor lives. Offloading plugin and theme updates, configuring daily offsite backups, and setting up staging clones adds up to roughly 37 hours of maintenance work per year. The bottom tier covers external web application firewalls and content delivery networks. Setting these up takes about 8 hours a year, and because they are almost never included in a standard managed plan, that work stays on your desk. Those 37 hours in the middle represent the absolute maximum labor a premium plan can take off your plate. That sets a hard mathematical ceiling on the value of the upgrade. To decide if the premium makes financial sense, we have to assign a strict monetary value to those 37 transferable hours. This calculation uses the Bureau of Labor Statistics median wage for a web developer, which is roughly $44.54 an hour. Multiply that by 37 hours, and the routine maintenance is worth $1,647 a year. If your current entry plan requires you to do all this manual updating and backing up yourself, upgrading to a $300 a year premium plan yields a massive positive return on investment. There is a central catch to this arithmetic. That return on investment is only positive if your current cheaper plan actually leaves all 37 of those hours unclaimed. Many standard hosting plans already include automated backups, staging environments, and server-level caching natively. If your current host automatically offloads most of those tasks for free, the hours left to transfer plummet. If your standard host already handles routine maintenance, paying a managed premium is a deadweight tax that buys you absolutely nothing. Trading your labor for a fully managed environment also requires surrendering control to the provider's proprietary and highly rigid architecture. The most common trap is the plugin blocklist. Managed providers frequently ban third-party tools to artificially maintain their own server performance metrics. Being forced to drop a specific caching plugin is a minor annoyance. If they ban the exact plugin that runs your customer bookings, your entire business process breaks. Then there is the exit barrier. A standard cPanel host allows you to generate a universally accepted migration archive. Some premium platforms replace that with a proprietary file export format. A proprietary export forces you to manually rebuild your files and databases from scratch if you ever decide to switch providers later. These plans trade open flexibility for strict guardrails. They are convenient on day one, but incredibly painful and costly to migrate away from when you outgrow them. The next hidden condition is the plan-level visitor cap. This metric shifts your billing away from actual computing resource usage and bases it entirely on traffic volume. A provider's technical definition of a billable visitor frequently differs from the organic human traffic you see reported in your own analytics dashboard. They aggressively count automated search bots, external uptime monitors, and internal preview traffic against your monthly allowance. This inflated, artificially generated visitor count eats through your allowance quickly, pushing your site into incredibly expensive overage penalty tiers much faster than you expect. Visitor caps transform highly predictable monthly hosting bills into volatile, traffic-dependent liabilities. This chart maps out exactly when a premium plan makes sense. The decision depends entirely on crossing your in-house technical skill on the bottom axis with the financial cost of your site going down on the vertical axis. If you run a static brochure site on a tight budget and an outage costs you very little, you sit in the low-risk quadrant. You should avoid the premium tax completely. If you are a time-poor owner with zero technical staff and an outage halts your revenue, a failed update might sit unnoticed for days. Here, the premium provides critical downtime prevention. If you are a performance-focused operator running a complex digital store, your logged-in, uncacheable traffic bypasses standard optimizations and absolutely requires dedicated processing power. Dynamic e-commerce sites rely on the premium to secure the raw computational capacity that protects their hourly revenue, placing hardware performance needs far above routine task management. To make your decision, stop evaluating hosting platforms based on marketing adjectives. Start auditing your own unclaimed hours. Log into your current entry plan. Check to see if it already natively includes automated backups, server-level caching, and malware scanning. Read the provider's specific terms for hidden overage fees and disallowed plugins before you ever commit your credit card to a trial. Verify the backup export format. Ensure your data stays portable so you won't be trapped inside a proprietary ecosystem when it is time to leave. A premium price is only worth paying when it transfers real work off your desk. It is never worth paying when it simply renames what you already own.